Good morning. Wow, the sun is shining. I'm looking out the window, so I'm all woo. The sun is shining. It's a beautiful day here in Ohio. And the reason I come on, I just finished a big project right there on my wall yesterday in our group called Tammy's Making. Let me post that group here in the comments, just in case, there you go, just in case anyone is interested. But I thought I would show you guys what it looks like. So hang on a minute, let me flip you around here. Okay, so I love making these, I guess they're called a collage. I was trying to think of a good word for it, but this is what I came up with. And I have been stewing over this forever. I had a whole stack of frames piled up, actually right here on the floor, piled up, and I had my husband just start cutting on them for me. So then I had pieces of frames, and I looked at those for another several months because it was in my head, but I couldn't get it out of my head what I wanted to do. So I made myself do it this month in our Tammy's Making Facebook group, and this is what I came up with, and I really, really am so happy. It took quite a while to figure out how to deal with the chopped off edges of the frame, like the solid edges here and here and down here. But I wanted them to look, I don't know, we were talking about it in the group, and one of the ladies said kind of like the old Roman columns that were broken, and that's kind of the look I was going for. And I'm really, really happy with how it turned out. I know it's so different, and you guys might not even get it. It's kind of a, one of the girls in the group wrote that it was a work of heart. What did she say? I just read it this morning. A work of heart and art, something like that. And I thought that's exactly what it was. My whole heart is right here in this in this thing that I made. So let's break it down a little bit. We have two pieces of frame. Here's one piece and here's another piece. And then all of my little antique treasures that I have collected along the way. I just threw a few pieces. This is off of an old sweater. I've got some pearls. I've got the end of a box for the player piano music rolls. And then some keys. There's a cute little lock. It's a little shaped a little differently than most of them that you find. So I thought that was cool. And some old buttons, and then this is a handmade collar. It kind of brought a tear to my eye to cut it, but I did have to cut it. It was a little bit bigger than this, but I had originally started with this piece of handmade lace, and it wasn't long enough to go all the way, and so this looked really whacked. So I added this, and then at the last minute, as just an afterthought, I threw on this seam binding that I had stained, and I think it turned out really well. I was walking around just like I've got to measure for a paint client this morning. I was walking around the house and I was looking at how many things I have made. I have this thing here. I have so many new people, so I know you guys haven't really seen around, but I make a lot of these sort of collage sort of things. This was one of the, this was our second Janky to Swanky challenge. My friend Julie and I, we bought this. It was a table leg hooked. This was the brace that went under the table, and then there was another leg right here. And Julie's husband cut him in half for us, and then she made a lamp out of her half, and I made this shelf out of mine. And I display my old clocks on it. And so anyway, it's just, and again, I incorporated an old collar and then some things, but I tend to really like these collage sort of things. I don't really have, well, I mean, you've all seen my frames that I did just with greenery and stuff, but let me show you. I've got a couple of other things that are down here. There's one upstairs, but you can't really see it. of course, you saw this one. They're all a little different. I create them all in our group called Tammy's Making, and I put the link in the comments. If you scroll through the comments, if you're interested, it's only $15 a month, and every video is in there from when I first started in 2019. It was February. But here's another frame that I did, so you kind of get the idea. There's another one, and then I have two more over here. These are newer frames, and I've just added some little treasures in there as well. Hopefully you can see there's a morning pin and then an old vintage heart that has an R on it, and my husband's name is Randy, so I thought that was appropriate. And then a little pencil that you know, you can turn it, and let's see, and then here, this one has another morning pin and a little old whiskey bottle, and then a miner's pay tag. So I thought those were really cool, and I made just a little collage with my collages. And then the last one, my very first one I ever made, was probably my best, and it's right here. Let me see if you need the light on, just to, that doesn't really make a big difference, but anyway, here is another collage that I've made, and you know, honestly, I add things every now and again to it, but I love this one as well. And so I don't know, I just thought I would show you guys this morning. I'm just feeling all the prides with my collage that I made. And I know it's probably silly to you guys, but I know some of you guys are interested also, so I thought I would show you. I know it's really different, but that's what I love about it. It's something that's very unique, and I don't know, I just thought you might like to see, and maybe I'll be inspiring you. I don't know. I just thought it was cool. So let me bring you back in here and let you see it again. Let me show you one more time before I jump off of here. There you go. This is my latest creation. I'm awful proud of it, you guys. It's just so different. But yeah, so if you join my group for $15, you guys can see, you know, I see quite a few people on here, but I'm not seeing one comment. Up in the top, it says I have 26 people watching, but I'm only seeing my comment where I put about the membership. So either you're not liking it or I'm not sure. I'm thinking, oh, there, Terry Reno, she said something that I always inspire her. She's in my group. So she's been in my group for oh, here's another message. Oh, good. She's been in my group for a long time, so she knows. It's a wonderful, oh, thank you. Thank you, Cheryl. That's so nice. So anyway, yes, the girls in the group saw me push around those frames forever, and then they saw me you know, begging my husband to cut them, and then they saw me pushing around all the pieces for a few months trying to figure out what the heck to do. So Joe loves it. Thank you, Joe. So anyway, you guys, I'm glad I got to see your comments. I thought, oh no, Facebook isn't working again. I'm glad that they're working. There's Sharon. Hi, Sharon. And there's Shayla. Oh, thank you, Shayla. Thank you, guys. Thank you, Terry. It is a great little group. I mean, I dropped the price down to $15 a month, probably, I don't know, 2 months after I started it, because I felt like it maybe wasn't good enough. But I think it's a nice group, and I'm happy with the price, and all of the content that you get is very different. So anyway, I'm not a very good promoter of things, so maybe you might want to jump in and say hello and ask me how to get in or whatever. It's clicked right at the top in the comments. If you look in the comments, you can find the link if you'd like to check it out, or message me. We can chat. Oh shoot, I wish I had my phone number in front of me. I have a new cell phone number that you guys can text me, and then we could have talked about it, but I forgot to put that in here. If you look back through my page, though, it's posted just not very far back. But anyway, I'm going to go. I'm rambling. You guys have a great day, and thanks for watching. Bye-bye.